won this stop last year. Their only stop win, so they play well in Baku. But we're going to start off with China U24 with the ball. Handoff for Den. She's going straight to the rack. And that is going to be an offensive foul over the back on Lee in these opening ticks. Inside to Katsura. She had a two-pointer to win it. Earlier yesterday, she was also the top player value, top scorer, most highlights. Katsura is having herself a stop as she goes and takes a break. Wu to inbound for China. Najing open for two. She can hit that and does. China also came rolling deep with the cheering section. You can hear them all game long. Degbien, nice drop step. She is shooting 75% from the field. Crazy. Den with the hezzy, goes straight up and over. Wow, Katsura. Katsura thought about the two. 3 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Maeda has to put it up, doesn't get it. China, just a whole lot of energy. Ganajing over to Lee. 3 seconds remaining. Bounce pass inside and the finish. Great ball movement by China. Dusseldorf Zoos trying to respond. Crowder going back door. Katsura decides to keep it, take it herself. Just a travel. I like the idea. She had the left lane to just attack. No need for the fadeaway. China with the ball and the 3-point lead. Ganajing kicks it over to Wu. Tries to go back door. Great defense there by Katsura. She gets the handoff. Thought about the two. She hezzies. Degbien driving straight to the rack. Cannot be denied. That time the rim did. Ganajing. Oh my goodness. Wu almost does the splits. Lee is off the mark that time. Chases down her own rebound. Oh, and they're going to call Wu for the offensive foul. Hope she's okay. Maybe the court is a bit slippery, but it's a little awkward. Katsura to inbound. Over to Maeda. Katsura looking for Degbien, just too low of a pass, and Den with the reverse lay. Oh, she's in her bag. Degbien, easy finish. No one there for China to clear it. 2 points for Zeus, 2 points for Degbien. Den with the jab step. Had the hot hand. Flips it over to Lee. What a pass. What a finish. 6-2 lead for China. Crowder. Oh, and a block by Den. She's everywhere. Lee fakes middle. Drives baseline. Tries to put up the float game. Doesn't go. Dusseldorf Zoos hasn't lost yet. Trying to find the seam. Maeda has to hoist. That's short. Crowder almost gets the O-board. Den goes inside to Lee. Lee trying to fight off the defender and gets fouled. going to be a media timeout. Really impressed with China U24 so far, especially Den, the 19-year-old. He's only played 4 games for China U24, but you could not tell. She fits right in with this 3x3 style of play. Dusseldorf Zoos just seems a little unsettled. It's only their 3rd stop this summer. And what got them through day 1 was their defense. They had 5 block shots, the most out of anyone, and the fewest points allowed with only 9. They've almost given that up already. Ganajing with the speedy crossover. Just rims out. Zeus swings it around. Katsuda for 2. She's yet to score. Wu. Ganajing. Crossover. Flips it high. What a pass. Right on the money. 7-2 lead for China U24. Crowder on the cut. 2 seconds remaining. She gets her own rebound. Fresh shot clock. Katsuda. She's going to take the 2. Can't hit rim. Six minutes on the dot. China U24 and Den to check it up. Should have known by the arm sleeves and the Kobe's that Den was about to give work today. Had Lee on the roll. Den comes up short that time on the lay-in, and Degbian, second in rebounding, soars in for that board. Katsuda tries to avoid the contact, and that is a shot clock violation. China still holding on to a 7-2 lead. They have held Dusseldorf Zoos to just 2 points halfway through this one. Foul. Wu going to the free throw line. The crowd loves it. Only the 3rd team foul for Zeus. Wu, 20 years old, the most experience out of the 4 players for China U24. Maeda, 3 seconds left. Katsuda has to make something cook. And that's going to be a shot clock violation despite making her first shot of the day. Dusseldorf Zoos just doesn't seem like they came ready to play. China has the foot on the gas pedal. Den, stop it right now. My goodness. And a steal. Thought about the 2. She's going to kick it back out to Lee. Lee takes the 2. Not that time, but Den has been on fire. Crowder's going to get called for the foul. It was already, the shot clock was winding down. Ball is going to go back to China, as Dusseldorf Zoos still only at 2 points. Ganajing with the fake, but didn't establish that pivot foot. That's going to be traveling abroad. Winner goes on to play in the semifinals. Team who loses goes home. China playing like they are not ready to go home yet. 2-point attempt. Maeda. No. Rebounding force. Degbian has all 3 points for Dusseldorf Zoos. Den has been unstoppable. Crowder rips through, tries to spin, hits Maeda on the reverse pass. Free throws for Maeda. And Dusseldorf Zoos won the Baku stop last year. But China is saying last year was last year. You got to go through us today. 4 minutes remaining. Still plenty enough time for Zeus to rewrite the ship. But Ganajing over to Lee. Gets it back. Bounce pass, give and go. And China is playing this effortlessly cool. It's going to be hard to beat. Katsuda serving, tries to go inside to Degbian. Nice pass, left-handed finish. Lee up top. She takes the 2. That's short. Degbian saves it. That's going to take us to our second and final media timeout. That is 4 points on the board for Zeus, 11 for China U24. Zeus needing to get into some kind of rhythm for their offense to try to make a comeback. Katsuda finally gets one to go. The top scorer of day one only held to 1 point here early. That's going to be an offensive foul. Den held off the defender with their arm. Degbian with the drop step. Ooh, just rims out. Nice rip through by Ganajing. She gets it back. Step back, 2-point attempts. Oh, not that time. Crowder comes away with the rebound. Degbian thought about the 2. She's going to drive it through 2 defenders and the finish. Degbian, the saving grace for Dusseldorf Zoos today. As Ganajing too strong on the lay-in. Katsuda takes the 2. That's off. Degbian trying to chase down the O board. Can't get it. Lee inside. Good defense there by Crowder. Not to foul. But the foul on purpose is Ganajing. That is their 5th team foul. Crowder. An offensive foul. I think that's going to be on Maeda. Trying to set the brush screen. 2:23. Zeus is going to need a burst here to stay in this one. Den had the hot hand. Degbian says, I'm going to put an end to that. Puts out her fire. Maeda for 2. Boy, do they need that. Here we go. 2 minutes remaining. Den for 2 now. That's off to the right. Saves it. And they're going to call that a shot clock violation. China did not lose possession of that one, and it did not hit the rim. Ref calls it. It's going to be Dusseldorf Zoos ball up top, 153. Being out to Mieta. She just hit one. Hits another. It's a 1-point game. Degbian almost took her cookies. Left-handed lay-in, no. Katsuda, China, went cold. Mieta, she's gone hot. Can't make it that time. Wu with the rebound, has to clear it. Ganajing. Float game, too strong. Katsuda dribbles it out. Over to Degbian. Rip through on Wu. And they're going to call Wu for the hold. That was their last foul to give for China. Timeout on the floor. What a comeback by Dusseldorf Zoos. Two two-pointers back-to-back by Mieta to keep them in the conversation. This is to go to the semifinals. 6 fouls apiece. So the next defensive foul for either of these teams send them to the free throw line. And with the game this close, you don't want it to come down to the charity stripe. Degbian up top. Gets the back screen. Nice play out of a timeout. It's a tie game. Less than a minute remaining. Den, who had a fast start, turns it over. Katsuda finds herself open. Mieta, she's been hot. Not that time. Both Dusseldorf Zoos players crash for the rebound. 44 seconds remaining. Katsuda, drag step, finishes a lay-in. Zeus takes the lead. China has been held to 11 points, but that changes. Ganajing ties it, and we are tied at 12, 6 fouls apiece, and now Zeus is going to take a timeout to talk some things over. 27.3 seconds. Great response there by China, but they have been held to 1 point for the past 3 minutes or so. Let's see if Dusseldorf Zoos can compete an insane comeback. That's what they're trying to do here. Degbian to inbound it up top. They gave a little bit more time on the clock, 28.1. Still going to be a 12-second shot clock for Zeus. Katsuda keeps it, takes it herself, blocked by Den. Katsuda, free throw line, Jay, no good. China with an opportunity. They go inside to Den, and she scores it. 8 seconds left. Crowder hits it off to Katsuda for 2, and drills it. Still time for China, no. The second buzzer beater of the stop for Katsura. Wow. A Hail Mary two-pointer, and Dusseldorf Zoos punches their ticket to the semifinals on a monster comeback. 14